The new government will unveil its first budget this Tuesday. Beyond the numbers, let's see what's in it for you in under 5 minutes. At the heart of it, the budget is a statement of accounts. How much money the government made, how much it spent, and how much it plans to spend in the coming financial year. But of course, the budget is much more than that. It's a policy statement, a vision document for what the government's focus would be and what it intends to do for the nation and for the economy. And that's where this budget becomes important. You may think that Prime Minister Modi is on to his 11th year, but don't forget it's a new government, and with new coalition partners, the dynamics of the whole exercise changes. Yes, big capital spending on infra and other projects will continue, and so will the allocation to green energy and other new economy, new sunrise sectors. But let's get back to what this budget could mean for you. Here's our 3-point take. Point 1, money. Yes, who doesn't like more money in their wallet? Normally, cutting of taxes is something governments try just before polls, not after a poll. But as many economists and policy specialists I spoke to remark, there's nothing like a sobering election result for a government to rethink on revenues and incentives for the common man. By revenues, of course, I'm referring to Prime Minister's disdain towards freebies and concessions. If you remember, the interim budget before the polls had none, but that may not be the case now. There is another reason. Tax slabs have not been revised for some time now, except for bringing in a new tax regime with no concessions, which found very few takers. Taxation specialists believe it is high time the lowest limits be revised upward as the economy grows. What that means is that you might just end up with a little bit more saved once Sitharaman is finished with doing her stuff. And it won't be personal income tax alone. The buzz is that there could be some slash of the corporate tax to attract investment, just like back in 2018. And the angel tax on startup funding might just go finally. Point 2, jobs. Jobs, or the lack of it, can make or break a government. After the recent election results, Narendra Modi and Nirmala Sitharaman realizes that by now, hopefully. We are a nation in the throes of an economic boom, yet a boom with jobless growth that signals doom for many hopes and dreams. Even big corporates the week spoke to during the election campaigning phase and after the new government was sworn in have been adamant that the government needs to focus first and foremost on job creation. Now, how will that happen? Perhaps the budget could focus on manufacturing, because that could give the GDP growth dividends as well as provide jobs. But there's a catch. Many of the multinational companies, be it electric car companies or semiconductors, need a lot of skilled professionals. Will the government look at some major skilling and higher educational push? We'll have to wait and see. Whatever, there will be major relief in store for small industries, be it on loans or taxes and incentives. The MSME sector is in for a boost, because kickstarting its growth will be equal to killing two birds with one stone. Not only are they an important link in supplying spares and as ancillary contractors, they could also be the route to providing jobs beyond the big city centers. Point 3. Artificial intelligence. Buzzword or buzz overkill? AI is all that and so much more, and the Indian budget cannot but take note. The interim budget back in February already talked big, a 1 lakh crore rupees fund for research and development, as well as setting up centers of excellence. Tuesday could see more announcements, perhaps regarding AI safeguards, upskilling or adoption, and maybe further details on the 1 lakh crore fund. This Friday's outage of hundreds of thousands of computers across the world apart, India is at a particularly vulnerable position as far as cyber attacks, phishing, dark patterns, and deceitful advertising go. We are a rapidly digitizing economy with the majority of users unaware of the cyber dangers that could befall them. Legislation apart, don't forget that the draft of the Digital India Act is yet to see the light of day. There could be specific funds or measures to tackle these digital dangers as well.